My name is Jaylen Nowlin. I'm 20 years old and I play baseball. This is when I started playing baseball. This is the first team I played for when I was 3. The Mets, the Old National. When I first started playing baseball, I was an outfielder. I played outfield for pretty much when I started to about the last year they let me hit, and I was probably like 14. I became a pitcher around 9 years old. They threw me on the mound because I had a pretty good arm, and we just used to switch out everybody. Everybody pitched on the team. But I kind of took a knack to it after I got started. Like, I started to like it a lot. Got more and more into it. And then being a lefty, everybody used to get in my ear saying, "Oh, you a lefty, you should get on the mound. Lefty's always harder to hit, this and that." So I started pitching, started liking it, getting better at it. Growing up, like, as I've been through high school and college, they say lefties have that funky tail with their ball. And I guess it's true because I never threw the fastest, but I could always get people out. I could get people to swing and miss at my fastball like it was coming fast. Then once I got to college, I learned that I spin the balls like at a pretty good rate, which causes the ball to look different to hitters. So they say that my 92 plays like 96, so it looks way faster than it is, which causes them to miss and stuff. So being a lefty has its advantages. I would definitely say that. But growing up on the side, I did a little modeling, and I wanted to act. I wanted to be on TV as a kid, but something happened and it didn't work out. Hey, okay. Remember how we were better than y'all? Our team was better than y'all's.
Yeah, I can't compare.
Who? We had faster people.
That what they gotta do with anything?
They had one fast person. One.
Yeah.
You tripping.
Who? You were one though.
I ain't have to. I was smart. Play good defense.
You didn't do that either.
Who did?
You did.
Well, you seen me.
No. Yeah, I seen you one game, but if you was playing against us, nah.
This is my first, this is my team growing up. Most of us played together up through high school, like Kevin, Nick, Keelan, Miles, Justin, James, that boy Char. When I got to high school, I literally cut out every other sport, just focus on baseball. Growing up, I played at this park called Old National Park. It's where I played football, baseball, and around the corner, I played basketball at Brady Gym. It's for the first team I played for.
Old National was already the Knights, and we were the Reds in baseball, so we just changed our names to the Red Knights for Old National. These are our football jerseys. We were the Purple Knights, basically. We wore white. This is a showcase I went to called MVP. Just got my name out there a little bit for college when I got to high school. I grew up, when I turned 14, I started playing for MGBA. High school, back again with number 10 at Westlake. I went to a JUCO called Chipola. They're known for baseball in Florida. They get a lot of draft picks every year.
Before the draft, I got a lot of talk, stuff like about where I'm gonna go. But for me, I went a little later than I thought, and just waiting all that time, waiting for the phone call, waiting for that team to hit me up, I was getting a little anxious and nervous. You could call it scared a little bit. But once I finally got my name, once I got that phone call and saw my name get called, I knew I finally achieved my dream. Now I'm gonna work so I can reach to the highest level.
This like all-star baseball event in Kansas City, Missouri, where I got to go to the Negro League Museum. Saw all the guys from the Negro Leagues that you never got to meet, like Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, like Jackie Robinson. You see his story from the Negro Leagues up to the MLB, and then you get to see all these other great players. It was just a great experience to go to. So, gonna head out the neighborhood. Go see the park. Other than that, it's probably gonna be like 15-20 minute drive though. But growing up, it felt like it was 10 minutes away. Like the park really felt down the street since we did the route so much. And it was like training camp, and it was not fun. Oh God, my birthday. Coming up on the left, we got Burdett. This is where we used to play basketball growing up. Probably closed. Usually is, but that's what we used to play for the Trojans back in the day. A lot of good players came through here.
So a lot of players stopped playing basketball. They were good. They came through here. They also like football and stuff like that. I'm Jaylen Nowlin. I'm Jaylen's older brother. I'm 23 years old. I say growing up, competing with Jaylen, probably it wasn't that much going on. I can't even say he wasn't a threat to play, games or anything with till he was probably like 11, 12. When he really started actually paying attention to, everything and really trying to get into the games and stuff like that. But yeah, before then, growing up, anything we did, I always be the man. So it was nothing.
I used to be on this road every single day, coming back and forth from Old National. Used to walk it sometimes when we got bored at the park. Me and Cameron, some of my other friends. Game day used to be on Saturday.
Game day Saturday.
This was the worst route to take.
And then Creflo Dollar Church would be packed out on Saturday. And then it'd be traffic all right here the whole day. Yeah, that used to be worse. We used to have parades going down the whole Old National Highway from the discount mall all the way to the park. Be lit.
We've reached Old National Highway.
Nope, that look kind of crazy right there. Like it's been some years for real. They landscaping. They landscaping the park now. Okay, then. Make it look nice. Make it look. I mean, at least we ain't never had flowers at the sign, so they look good.
Oh, I ain't got a problem.
2480.
I seen Jaylen start to grow in the sport of baseball. Probably, I say, either his freshman year. Matter of fact, his freshman year of high school. Freshman baseball. His stats was up there, and he was varsity next year after that. So, yeah, ninth grade, Jaylen started to sprout for us. I think either that summer before, and then ninth grade right there. He kind of been hot right there. So that's when all that started.
Well,
It's been a sliding and we're in the actual game.
like playing baseball, football.
There was a lot of doubt. In high school, I was never the best player on the team. I just kept my head down though, and I just kept working. And every chance I got, I took advantage of it. Once I got to college, especially, it really got my name out there into scouts.
I am Kayla Alexander, the older sister to Cameron and Jaylen Nowlin, and I'm 26 years old. Like them, started playing sports at 3. Just been playing multiple sports until I got to high school. I was still playing multiple sports. Been playing about every sport there is. Went to college for softball, and yeah. I contribute a good amount of influence in their baseball careers. Set the bar high, so in order to compete with me, you had to go chase that bar, chase that level. You know what I mean?
Because I know you used to go hard.
Oh yeah.
Question is, did they listen as you gave pointers and talked them through the game? Did they actually listen?
Oh yeah, they definitely listen. As an athlete, you gotta have short-term memory. So, say you go in the pitch and first 2 batters you walk them. You can't let that go into a snowball effect. You just gotta let that go and go after the next batter. So sometimes he would get in a game and things don't go as well as you planned. So sometimes you gotta step off the rubber and just take a breather and go back at it and pitch the game you know how to pitch. So.
Hi, I'm Krishetta Nowlin. I'm Jaylen's mother. Also Kayla Cameron. Jaylen. Wow. been a journey with all three of my kids. All three of them played multiple sports. We raised them in the city of South Fulton, Old National Park, Burdette Gym, Welcome All Park. They played baseball, basketball, track, soccer. They pretty much did a lot. My husband and I, we were coaches. We were team parents. We were directors, commissioners of the sports. So we spent most of their childhood at parks. It was through trial and error over time. We had no idea that any of them would take to any of the sports we introduced them to, or even like to be outside or at parks or whatever. When my daughter started at 3, she would be turned opposite of the game, picking flowers. Never paid attention until we called her name. It was just all about snacks and playing out in the grass. Cameron, he kind of paid attention. Jaylen, he could care less when he started. It was, after the game, he hopped in his stroller, and one day my mom was pushing him alongside the sidewalk, and a coach came up and he said, "Hey, boy, baseball players don't ride in strollers." And Jaylen looked up at the coach and was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting out of this stroller. My grandma's pushing me, and this is where I'm gonna stay." But he had his uniform on and everything, looking like a baseball player. So he stayed at Old National from 3 to 14, and then went off to high school, and then he started playing high school ball and travel ball. Yeah, it can. One of the things about travel ball is you don't know if you're getting with a good organization. You don't know if the organization is one that's going to give that child the exposure. Our main purpose, not from when they were young, but probably when they got about 10, 11 or 12, and we saw that they really was taken to the sports, our main purpose was for them to be able to go to college. It wasn't necessarily pro. It was honestly for them, to help them get scholarship, for them to go to college, because college is expensive. And so, any type of, free money coming in was beneficial. I would have to say something similar to what his sister said. Just stay focused. We got him whatever necessary additional training that he may have needed for pitching. They had taken the bat out of his hand kind of early, so the focus was just pitching for him.
Well, first, it was the first sport I ever played, and second, I just fell in love with it once I started pitching, pretty much. When it comes to baseball, my greatest motivation is my friend Jaylen Nowlin. After he passed, it really pushed me to keep playing, because I knew that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to play baseball more than anybody I knew. I usually know I have a better beat when I throw a pitch and he swings like either super late or he's just nowhere near the ball. Or if he takes a super strong hack and he's swing and miss, I know I got him right after that. They're easy to read once they show their best swing.
My name is Nowlin. I'm the father of Caleb, Cameron, and Jaylen. And this is where their athletic prowess began, in Old National Park. Kayla's the first. Being the girl, she had to set a tone. She started out at 3 playing t-ball, and as she grew, then her brother Cameron came along and he started at 3, and then right after that we had Jaylen, and he started at 3, And basically all three of them are 3 years apart, ironically. So at this point, we had pretty much established ourselves on a cycle with kids in the park. We had Kayla went from T-ball to girls T-ball, softball. Cameron started T-ball. Then as he grew to the baseball level, Jaylen started T-ball. Oh, he started pre-T, I should say, and then moved on to the T-ball level, and then to the baseball level. And as everything grew, they all kind of just fed off each other. Kayla was the lead person in everything. She pretty much what she did, the boys tried to duplicate. And as that went on and on, I guess it just, when Cameron got to a certain point, Jaylen tried to be like Cameron. Even though Jaylen is a lefty and Cameron and Kayla are righties. So it was kind of hard because he couldn't play all the positions. So he was pretty much limited. And he put himself into a position where he was the one that was on that mound when you needed him. For college was based on him being in a tournament in Jupiter, Florida. The guys, I guess, didn't think he was all ready or whatever, or the big schools were, and he wasn't looked at that way. But around the high school level and everything around a little local, he was doing pretty good. So mainly the HBCUs came looking first, but he ended up choosing to go to Jackson State University in Mississippi. And now from that point, it was other decisions he decided to, and then an opportunity came about of him going to a JUCO, which was a highly ranked JUCO, which gave him more of an opportunity to be seen on a bigger platform. And that's when that decision came to where college was, where he was destined to go to school at. Draft night. Night before, we knew he was supposed to be a day 2 pick. So really it hadn't hit me yet. So as far as all I was thinking about is what we gonna cook, or either what we're gonna have for the draft gathering and whatnot. So so when the draft day got here, we pretty much just hung around. He was supposed to be a projected 4th through 6th round pick. So they didn't come. That didn't happen. So we was like, okay, it was only rounds 2 through 8 that day. So as time went on, we didn't get any calls or any picks. Then we later got a call about offerings, but they weren't respectable. So we moved on into day 3. As day 3 came about, we thought, okay, it'd probably be an early day 3 pick. Time went on. Got a little answer. Tried not to get nervous because I think I was more worried for him to see what his psyche was. Then after a while, I heard banging, and I believe he threw his phone against the wall because it was not happening, because he was getting looked over for people that were probably not as talented as he was. So eventually, everything settled down, and then his advisor called with a deal that he could deal with and like. So basically, when it came about, we were looking at 19th round going to the Minnesota Twins. And as time went on and the call came in, we looked at it, and then after about 2 minutes, boom, his name was on there, 579th pick. I said, okay, it's done. Still hadn't hit me, but it was a good look and a good relief for him and I and the family that, okay, it's over. Now let's go on and just take this and move to the next step, because now it's time to go work. Now it's time to go prove yourself that, hey, okay, now I believe I think he has a chip on his shoulder now, because he said, I'm better than what they got me at. So I'm going to prove to them that they made a mistake. And all the teams that did pass on me, that were looking at me, wanted to play politics. But that's the name of the game. It's a prove it game. So now we're going to see what happens.
So here we have some arts and crafts from my grandmother. Every accomplishment she likes to make one of her grandkids like special like arts and crafts project. And this is mine for getting drafted. She got the team that picked me. She got some of my picks. She got all my schools. She threw in some of my stats from high school, where I got picked at. But this is special to me because my grandma, she's always there for every accomplishment in every one of her grandkids' life. I knew she was gonna be here for me for this one, and it's just something I appreciate, even though it gets annoying sometimes. Hey, my name is Jaylen Nowlin, and I play baseball.